right? It goes
Right.
back to your who you are, right? Pull you
Mhm.
back to who you are, not trying to be anyone else. And like you said,
Right.
it's an ego thing. And I
Yep.
think that's what we see when we hear a lot of women saying, I'm a boss, I'm a boss. I remember when entrepreneurship, it was not as popular as it is
Yeah.
now, and you didn't hear women saying, I'm a boss.
No.
Like we just showed up. We just showed up in the meetings, we showed up in the, the events,
Yes.
and we just did it. So do you find that like weird that
That's a
people are
great
saying that now that I'm a
picture.
boss?
That's so, that's so true. I didn't even think of that, but it's so funny because especially when you go back into like, I mean, I'm about to be 44. So going back into like the 80s, there were successful women all the time, 80s, 90s, like people, you're right. Women didn't walk up into meetings and be like, I'm a boss. That's the ego. That's like her trying to prove now these days, especially with social media, her ego needs to prove that she is as strong as all the men and she can, and we don't need to show up that way. Our energy speaks louder than words. And if you're trying to convince yourself by saying I'm a boss and posting the graphics that says that you're a boss, that doesn't make you quote unquote a boss. That doesn't make your business any easier to run or clients to obtain by saying that you're the boss. Like that's your ego needing the validation that you're seeking, instead of just being in exactly like you said, who you are, who God called and created you to be, instead of trying to be or fitting in, I'll say really quickly, a guiding scripture I just was reminded of it this morning in my Facebook memories, but do not conform to the ways of the world. That guided me all through 2020 into 2021, because entrepreneurship, I just got chills,
Yeah.
especially women in entrepreneurship. It is so easy to conform to the ways of the world, to allow your ego to take over because everybody's doing this, or that's what's working for everybody else. But did you ever stop to ask God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing next?